Mornings have a rhythm. You can hear it, feel it. And at Quaker, we fuel it. With 100% whole grain oats and a good source of fiber in every bowl, helping you turn that rhythm into your soundtrack for a great day. Fuel to start whatever's next. Quaker, official sponsor of FIFA World Cup 26.
Let's go! Let's go!
Expedia and Visit Scotland invite you to come experience the beauty that awaits in Scotland. The sweep of wild coastlines, quiet lochs, and untamed landscapes. Fresh cuisine that feels rooted in the land. Come experience the kind of stillness that stays with you long after you leave. Plan your Scottish escape today at expedia.com/Visit Scotland.
Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here. This session is all about binging, and binging is one of those things that people do sometimes to disassociate, to kind of get out of their own head, and sometimes it can feel comforting in a way. But here's the interesting thing. A dependency on cravings of any kind is like a prison. And one of the key things of a prison is that it traps you into repeating certain things. It certainly isn't freedom. The client that I worked with actually had freedom as one of their highest values, and yet they were doing things that kept them trapped and confined. That's why ALCATRAZ is a metaphor used in this particular session. ALCATRAZ, if you're not familiar, is a prison island. It's currently derelict and unused. There are talks that they might reopen it. It was famous from a film called The Rock, I think with Nicolas Cage in. So it's a prison island, and I think it was open all the way into the 60s, I believe. Now, it's a good metaphor because part of what made ALCATRAZ such a difficult place to escape from is the belief that people had that it was pointless to even try, because even if you got over the walls, you had the ocean. You know, it was very rough waters that would get you to San Francisco. So it was almost kind of like pointless to try and escape. That's why it's such a powerful metaphor to escape the mental prison of ALCATRAZ. Now, for this client, it was certain habits, certain ways of thinking about things that was their prison. Your prison might be something different. Some people have a prison of judgment. They're worried what other people will think. Other people might have a prison of procrastination, that they never actually do what they need to do, and that keeps them trapped. So I want you to ask yourself the question, what is trapping you? What is keeping you from living the life that you want? Therefore, when you listen to this hypnosis session all about escaping this prison, you can make it relevant to you, even though it might have meant something else to the client I was working with. And if you do like the idea of a bespoke session with me, one of the things I recommend is to book a consultation call. The link is going to be in the description to book that consultation call, and the cost of the consultation call is deducted from any session. So if you like the idea of that, book the consultation call. We'll have a chat very soon. For now, though, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be distracted or disturbed. Relax and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in that long, slow, relaxing breath of relaxation. And as you exhale, feel that sense of release. The freedom in your chest, neck, and shoulders that comes from just an outward breath. Breathing in that resourceful feeling of relaxation and a sense of possibility. And exhaling all of those old rules and restrictions, shoulds and can'ts. Just allow them to leave your body as you breathe out. And the deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you feel. And the more relaxed you feel, and the deeper you breathe. Each breath takes you on a journey, deeper and deeper within. That's it. And just find that rhythm. The rhythm of breathing that means that it's slow and deep, but it can take place all by itself, so that you don't have to think about taking a breath in or a long breath out. You just help it by setting that intention. That's it. Because the deeper you breathe, the more your body relaxes. And the more your body relaxes, the more your imagination awakens. With every breath, a wave of relaxation moves through you. Through your face, your jaw, your shoulders, your hands. Down through your chest, your stomach, your legs. All the way to the very tips of your toes there in your feet. Until you find yourself closer and closer, breath by breath, to a place of deep comfort and ease. And I wonder if you can imagine standing at the edge of water, a bay wide and still. The air is cool and clear. And out there in the water, I want you to imagine an island. This isn't an island paradise, a tropical island of palm trees and sandy beaches. On this island, this rock, is a prison. A prison called ALCATRAZ, there across the San Francisco Bay. A place of solid walls, iron bars. A place where people were kept not by the prison itself, but also the belief that escape was impossible. And as you look at this prison island from the shore, you realize you've been there. Not in body, but in mind. Imagine stepping back from the edge now, and you can breathe a feeling of relief, because you are not on that island anymore. You are standing on the shore, free. And in a moment, let's get to a place to explore what freedom really means. But first, let's go deeper to that place within, the place where change can truly happen at a deep, profound level. So I'll count down from 10 to 1. And with each descending number, you will drift deeper and deeper down to that place, the place where wonderful changes happen. 10, 9, 8, each number taking you further into this peaceful, clear state. 7, 6, 5, feeling deeper relaxed now as you're halfway there. 4 and 3, then 2 and then 1. As you think more about that prison on the island, imagine perhaps floating above, like you're a bird, looking above at that island. The walls were not made of stone and steel alone. They were made of moments mistaken for the whole story. A feeling that arrived, sharp and urgent, that said, "Act now, this is everything. This is who you are and this is what you need." Just a thought that appeared, heavy and convincing. The time when you said, "I can't face this. This is too much. Get me out of here, give me something easier." And perhaps the prison said, "Yes, here, this will help. Just this once." An idea to distract yourself with food. And for a moment, it did seem to help. The discomfort softened, the feeling passed, but you were still on the island. Because here's what the prison never told you. That feeling that felt unbearable in that moment was going to pass anyway, with or without the food. Not because you escaped it, and not because you drowned it out or outran it or fed it into silence, but simply because that's what feelings do. They're like waves. They arrive, they rise, they fall, they move for you and through you, and then they leave. Even a long feeling might be 90 seconds, 2 minutes or less, and the wave has passed. But the prison kept you by convincing you that you couldn't survive the wave. But you can, and you always could. But you're not on the island anymore. You voted to leave it. One thought, one emotion at a time. And that's what liberation actually feels like. Not the absence of feelings, and not the end of difficult thoughts, but the knowledge deep down in your body that you can feel something fully without being controlled by it, These compulsive thoughts, these intense emotions, are like prison wardens trying to keep you trapped. And if you obey those thoughts, those feelings, based on not the full story, just what they're telling you, then you remain trapped on the prison there on the island. Or you can let the wave arrive. You can stand in it, breathe in it, notice it completely, and you can know with absolute certainty that it will pass. And it will pass whether you give in to it or whether you simply breathe and wait. Whether you think of the full story or not, the wave will pass. The difference is that one vote keeps you on the island, and the other vote brings you further onto the shore of liberation. Every single conscious choice made after sitting with a feeling rather than fleeing from it is a vote. Not a rule, not a restriction, and not someone telling you what you should do or have to do, but a vote cast freely by the version of you who knows the full story. Because those temporary feelings are not the full story. A photograph is not a movie. A page is not a book. It's just one frame, one snapshot, one moment, cropped and close and urgent. It's using an absence of information to coerce you, control you, to make a bad decision without knowing the full story. But when you choose to think about the full story, what happens before, what happens after, the ripple effect of consequences, physically, emotionally. When you think about the difference between 5 minutes and the rest of the day, and you know the difference between a feeling that passes in 2 minutes or less and consequences that stay for hours. And when you know the full story, that narrative, that snapshot, that singular thought or feeling loses its power. Not because you've forbidden it or struggled with it, but because you've outgrown it. If in doubt, zoom out. The full story will set you free. The full story will liberate you to allow you to do what you really want. And then you choose, not from fear and not from rules, but from knowledge, from freedom, from you. All of that wisdom and insight that you have, all of those skills and ways of thinking and other areas of your life. When you have the full story, you get to choose what you want, simply because you wanted. But let's give you something new and now, something to carry with you always. I want you to think of a filter. Sunglasses are a filter. There's certain frequencies and colors you just simply can't see when you wear it. A UV filter screens out ultraviolet rays. But there's many different filters that do many different things. And a filter isn't a wall that keeps things out, but a clear lens that lets you see everything accurately. When a thought arrives, you notice it. And when a feeling arrives, you feel it fully, without running. And then, before you act, you simply ask, is this the snapshot or the full story? Is this what I truly want? Is this a vote for the prison or a vote for liberation? Those questions could be conscious or unconscious, fast or slow, fleeting thoughts or deliberate, well thought out internal dialogue. And it puts the power exactly where it belongs, with you, not with a temporary feeling, and not with an urge that will pass in 90 seconds regardless. The power is not with the prison. The power is with you. And I want you to imagine seeing the world and your emotions and your thoughts through that filter, like permanent contact lenses that are safe to wear all the time, that you see things slightly differently now, through a lens of clarity, through a lens of liberation, through the lens of a person who has already walked away from things that no longer served them. You did it with alcohol, with cigarettes. This is just one more thing to be liberated from. You look at the world through the eyes of a person who already knows what freedom tastes like, through the eyes of a person who is voting right now for the life they actually want. And perhaps you'll notice something, that whenever you eat in a way that honors the full story, something natural begins to happen. You don't have to think it, or do it, or remember. You may just notice that whenever you act in accordance with this empowered, liberated version of you, that your body wants to move. Not a command, not a rule, but because a nourished body, a body that isn't weighed down by guilt or stuffed past its signals, simply wants to be alive in the world. You've seen animals playing in the sunshine. They don't have to do that. It's natural for a body to want to move. The energy returns, the lightness returns. And don't be surprised if you find yourself moving, breathing, living, not as discipline, but as desire. When you move because you want to move, it's different than if you feel that you should or you have to. That's what the island kept from you. Not just conscious eating, but the aliveness that followed it. So from this day forward, feel like you're carrying something useful with you. Not as a list of rules, not as someone else's framework imposed on your life, but as a truth you now know deep down in your body. Feelings are not commands. They are visitors with suggestions. Welcome them in. Let them move through you, and then you choose. If a stranger suggested you do something, that doesn't mean you have to do it. You can consider it and then decide what you want to do for you. You will notice urges. You can sit with them and you can breathe. And you can feel difficult emotions. You can allow them to arrive knowing they will pass. And you can hear the snapshot of a story and zoom out and consider the full story. And every time you do this, every time you sit with a feeling and choose what you want to do, simply because you want it, you are walking further along the shore and further away from that island that confined and restricted you. You're moving into the open air, into your life, into a future of possibility and liberation. And I wonder what that future has in store for you. Because when you can find your way out of that prison, anything is possible. So it's time to return from the shore all the way back to your present with a sense of wonderful possibility. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Connect and calibrate into the here and the now. Because very soon I will count from 1 to 10 and you will return fully in the present. All normal sensations returning to your hands and your feet, arriving fully present and empowered in the moment. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of The Hypnotist. If you've enjoyed this episode or got some value from it, please give it a 5-star rating and review. And maybe you know someone that would also benefit from this particular episode, in which case share the episode with them so they can also get the benefit too. And if you would like to listen to this episode where it's just the hypnosis, so no intro, no outro, no explanation, just the hypnosis and completely ad-free, there will be a link in the description where you can subscribe at a very low cost and only get access to the hypnosis. So if that's of interest, please check that out. Thank you again for being a regular listener of The Hypnotist, and I'll see you again soon for more.